So by 1972, progressive rock wasn't just a movement, it was really quite a universe. Bands weren't just pushing boundaries anymore, they were vaporizing them. Time signatures shattered, song lengths ballooned, lyrics read like ancient prophecies, and somehow the audiences followed. This was the year of the 20-minute suites. Triple guitar attacks, medieval time travel epics, and sonic experiments that still leave listeners scratching their heads. Progressive rock didn't just go big, it went mythic. It was a peak year, a turning point, and an absolute treasure trove for fans who wanted their rock a little stranger, a little smarter, and a whole lot more epic. Let's dive into some of the key releases that really made 1972 one of the greatest years in progressive rock history. Now, this is not a definitive list. I may miss out your favourite, but be sure to tell me in the comments if you will. The first album we're looking at is Close to the Edge by Yes. Now, let's not even pretend to be objective here. This is one of the greatest prog albums of all time. The title track alone is 18 minutes of perfection. Spiritual, mathematical, and endlessly surprising. John Anderson chants cosmic truths. Steve Howe plays like he's bending time itself. And Rick Wakeman's keyboards split the heavens. And You and I offers a pastoral counterbalance. And you and I climb over the sea to the valley. Whilst Siberian Katu is a rhythmic labyrinth. This wasn't just music, it was transcendence. Close to the Edge didn't just raise the bar, it was the bar. And to all intents and purposes, it remains that. The stellar lineup continues with album number 2, which is Foxtrot by Genesis. Now, if Nursery Crime opened the door, Foxtrot blew it off the hinges. This is Peter Gabriel's theatrical storytelling in full bloom, and the band is utterly fearless. Watcher of the Sky announces itself with a mellotron thunder. Get 'Em Out by Friday skewers corporate greed with sci-fi satire. And then there's Supper's Ready, a 23-minute journey through love, apocalypse and resurrection. Hey babe, your supper's waiting for you. It's absurd, it's profound, it's glorious. Genesis weren't telling stories, they were casting spells. And another one now with album number 3, which is Thick as a Brick by Jethro Tull. What started as a parody of concept albums turned into one of the best concept albums really ever made. One track over 2 sides. Really don't mind if you sit this one out. There's a pretend newspaper backstory. But Thick as a Brick is everything and nothing all at once. A maze of riffs, meter shifts, flute solos, literary references. But somehow it works. Ian Anderson's wit, musicianship and vision come together in one wild, cohesive ride. It's satire, it's sincerity, and it's a prog milestone. And the classics continue now with album number 4, and this is Trilogy by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. This is ELP at their most balanced, fusing the bombast of Tarkus with the new elegance and cohesion. The endless enigma sets the tone with drama and mystery. From the Beginning shows Greg Lake's knack for acoustic melancholy. And Hoedown? Well, that's Copeland's reimagined for lasers and leather. Keith Emerson's playing is still virtuosic, but here it breathes. Trilogy feels less like a duel and more like a dance. Album number 5 is Octopus by Gentle Giant. 8 songs, 8 weird title words. Octopus is short by prog standards, but it's absolutely bursting with ideas. Medieval harmonies, jazz rhythms, vocal counterpoint, and time signatures that defy physics. Knots might be the most brain-breaking track of the year.
Each man in all men and all men in each man.
Whilst the Advent of Panurge dives into mythology with sly complexity.
Then he said, how can I speak when I'm dry?
Gentle Giant don't just play prog, they architect it. Album number 6 is Waterloo Lily by Caravan. Now this is Canterbury prog going full jazz club. Waterloo Lily finds Caravan stretching out, not just in the solos, but in style. The whimsy is still here, but now it's laced with extended improvisation, Smoky Roads pianos and a looser, more fusion-driven feel. Tracks like The Love in Your Eye shift from serene beauty to full-on jam sessions, while the title track plays like a stroll through some slightly psychedelic British salon.
6th Avenue, legs of Waterloo Lily, black ties.
It's not as instantly charming as In the Land of Grey and Pink, but boy, it's bold, breezy and brimming with instrumental confidence. Now, Caravan didn't repeat themselves, they just evolved. Album number 7 is Demons and Wizards by Uriah Heep. Prog, hard rock, fantasy metal, whatever it is, Demons and Wizards is a swirling cauldron of magic and power. The wizard brings acoustic beauty,
Was the wizard of 1,000 kings.
whilst Easy Living kicks down the door with proto-metal energy.
This is a thing I've never known before. It's called easy living.
And then lyrics about mystical lands and sacred rites, and you've got a record that feels like Tolkien set to organ solos. An underrated gem in the wider prog story. Now, as I say, these are 7 of the better releases from what was simply a regal year for prog. The honourable mentions that come next could easily form a video of their own. We've got King Crimson with Earthbound. It's raw, it's live, it's chaotic. This record divides fans, lo-fi to the extreme but full of primal intensity. A document of abandoned flux and on fire. It recently features on my Disasters video. Check that one out as to why. Can and Ej Bamezi. Krautrock at its most hypnotic. Mesmerising grooves, strange textures and music that stretches into infinity. Minimalism meets psychedelia meets sci-fi funk. Hawkwind, do re mi fa sol la ti do. Space rock giants get gritty. Lemmy's in the band now and it shows. Brainstorm and Lord of the Light are heavy, pulsing, and really soaked in cosmic dust. Banco del Mutuo sul Corso, their self-titled album, is Italian prog with Baroque flair. Piano runs, operatic vocals and a classical drama. It's a cornerstone of the RPI movement, the Rock Progressivo Italiano. Premiata Forniero Marconi with Per un Amico. This one's lush, melodic and filled with heart. PFM Blade's Genesis storytelling with Mediterranean beauty. If you haven't explored Italian prog yet, start here. Focus 2, aka Moving Waves. Yes, Hocus Pocus is here, complete with yodels, but beyond the novelty is some truly adventurous and emotive instrumental work. So what do you think in 1972? What was prog's true peak? Which of these albums made it into your rotation or changed the way you'll hear music entirely? Drop me your favourites in the comments, tell me what I missed, and help celebrate one of the most jaw-droppingly creative years in rock history. Now don't go too far. 1973 is calling, and it's bringing tales, tubes and topographic oceans with it. Now in the description I have added some additional information regarding these wonderful bands and albums. Check that out as there is a wealth of extras in there for you to enjoy. Now if you like this kind of video, you may want to help support the channel. You can find the ways you can help in there as well. And if you're digging these year-by-year journeys through prog rock history, check out the rest of the playlist. I've got deep dives into lost classics, hidden gems and overlooked masterpieces from across the 70s. Now, I'll put a link to the playlist for the years I've done so far, and remember to hit the like button to help others see these classic progressive rock years. Now, I started this series all off with the year 1970, where it all began. Watch that video next, and I'll see you over there.